Hey guys, welcome back to the Snagging Breakdown. I'm Orlando, and in these episodes we talk about the issues that I find in our videos and explain how they get fixed. So the Snagging Breakdown, let's go.
Hey guys, back again, and look how lazy this landscape has been. They've laid the turf on top of the patio slab.
That's just ridiculous, isn't it? So what they need to do obviously is cut that turf up to the paving slab. But why would you do that? Like, that is so lazy. Just cut it back. That's ridiculous.
That is absolutely ridiculous. Moving on, this cast stone sill is cracked.
Right, so to fix this cast stone, they would either have to get a professional repair or replace the whole thing. If they do repair it, it's not going to repair it all the way through, so that probably will reappear at some point down the line.
Look at that. We've got numerous nails sticking through this fencing.
So you got to think about kids, dogs, pets. So we can't have nails sticking through the fencing like that. So they need to be cut back or removed.
This developer's going for the porcupine effect. This chipboard in the loft looks like it was cut by a beaver last thing on a...
Now, it is pretty uncommon to see chipboard like that in the loft. Not sure why they've used that material anyway. However, it's been cut extremely poorly. And yeah, it looks like a beaver's cut it on a Friday afternoon.
They've done a really good job installing this.
So most likely this gate has been installed out of wind, so they need to line the gate up properly to the fence post, and they might have to alter the bolt a little bit as well.
Bolt lock on this gate. Look at this work of art. This cast stone has got more chips than my local fish and chip shop.
So that cast stone, if we just go back, that just needs a professional repair. And yeah, it's done easily, quickly, and it'll all be done in the same day.
Chips in my local fish and chip shop. We've got cracked tiles either side of this hand basin now.
So cracked tiles, they need to obviously be replaced. You can't repair them. All these tiles here will need to be replaced.
Why am I finding this? Why is the developer not finding this? That's shocking. The wood butcher that's worked on this door lining,
Jesus,
honestly, he's on another level.
So really, you should be, if it was my property, I would be demanding that I have a new door lining installed, because I do not want to see that repaired. I want to see a new lining. You can afford a new door lining. I've paid £200,000-300,000 for the property. I am not accepting a repair for that. That is absolutely shocking.
What an absolute chisel psycho. This wall is 25mm out of plumb.
Simple. This brickwork in this section will need knocking down. You don't need to knock the whole house down. Only the external skin of brickwork, most likely, will need to be knocked down.
The tolerance is 8mm. They're going to have to knock this brickwork down. And what's going on inside this cupboard? Look at this. You're happy with this?
That's really poor. So obviously that just needs to be, well, we can have an architrave go up there. They need to paint and skim the plasterboard up there as well. Just really poor finish, to be honest.
Finish, are you? You didn't check it, did you? Hey guys,
nope.
Back again, and believe it or not, this is a handed over property, and this developer, I have no idea what they're doing, but they've
just
gone
look
for
at
the
this
apocalypse finish the whole way along the stairs. Look at this. The paintwork is absolutely shocking. We've got excess glue everywhere.
We've got damage. The paintwork is absolutely shocking. The way that the dowels have been finished, they haven't been cut back neatly, filled, painted. This developer clearly does not give a damn about anything. How could they hand over this property? I would be embarrassed. I could never do it.
Everywhere.
Look at it.
The treads are damaged. The dowels haven't been
Look at the state on it.
finished properly. Honestly, it's absolutely...
And they handed this over. Like, they must be mental.
You're ridiculous. Moving on.
So obviously, to fix these issues, you need a professional repair throughout, and yeah, you need to not paint on top of the poor paintwork. You need to remove, sand back, and repaint, because that finish was unacceptable and really, really did annoy me.
The absolute chicken dipper that's using mass...
Why are we using mastic seals on cast stone sill joints? It's part of the bricklayer's job, right? So bricklayer, brickwork, mortar, cement. Why are we using mastic? That just doesn't make sense.
Stick on the sill joints. Come on, you...
And look at the state of it. You haven't even got it properly in the joint. You know, if it was properly in the joint, you'd have more of a chance of winning me over. But seeing that you've smeared it all over the cast stone, that just looks absolutely shocking. It's Ridiculous.
Supposed to use mortar. We've got the apocalypse finish strikes.
What did you do? Kick a hole in the wall to make this pipework fit? Like, this obviously needs a professional repair. That section of plasterboard needs to be changed. And yeah, I think a 4-year-old child could do a better job than that.
Back under the toilet, look at this. This tile is completely loose and home to an absolutely massive
There was a massive spider.
spider that almost bit my arm off.
Oh, I hate spiders. So obviously that tile needs to be secured correctly. And also on the report I did mention possibility of LED flashing needing to be installed as well. If we just go back, there was no LED flashing around it, so I did put on the report, can the developer clarify if LED flashing is required?
Loose and home to an absolutely massive spider that almost bit my arm off. Jesus, boys.
That was scary.
We've got some broken tiles on this roof. Obviously, you don't want them.
Clearly, this is a very dangerous issue. If these tiles are right on the edge, if they fall off and hit you on the head, you are dead. So we don't want that to happen. So these tiles, I did advise the client to report it straight away to the developer, so then someone can go up there and remove them straight away. Very dangerous, and also can cause water ingress into the roof, into the loft, so needs to be done. Also, I think the guttering is pooling water, so that means that the fall of the guttering is incorrect, and also the guttering was full of debris, so they need to go up there and sort out the guttering at the same time.
Falling off on your head, and also the guttering was pooling water and full of debris. And look at this wall, 23
Here we go again.
up.
So yet again, this brickwork will be knocked down. Just the section of brickwork, not the whole property. You don't have to knock down the whole property. A lot of people are under the illusion that you have to, just because one bit of brickwork needs to be knocked down, a whole property needs to be knocked down. It doesn't.
I'll plumb over 2 meters, and yes, this brickwork in this section will be knocked down. Not the whole house, just the brickwork. Hey guys, back again, and the winkle spanners have absolutely messed up at this property.
And yet
this
again,
brickwork is 24 millimeters out of plumb, and it's going to be knocked down. This bit of brickwork is 28 millimeters out of plumb. The tolerance is 8 millimeters, and it's all getting knocked down.
Not the property, the brickwork that we're talking about. All the brickwork that I'm talking about in the video is getting knocked down. Don't take it out of context.
And this brickwork is another 27 millimeters out of plumb, and all this brickwork is getting knocked.
So actually that developer had already spoken to the client about this issue. So this issue was already brought up with the developer prior to the snagging inspection. So because the homeowner found these issues, he wanted us to come in and check for any other, further issues. So yeah, the developer had actually already agreed a process of fixing this brickwork.
Down, absolutely shocking. If you look here, these penetration holes through the brickwork.
So they just need sealing. The pipework that's penetrating the wall hasn't been sealed. That's going to allow water ingress into the cavity, and then obviously that may start to get into the property, so we need to get these sealed straight away.
Haven't been sealed. Now who's the absolute sapling?
So as you can see, this outside tap has been installed extremely poorly. The whole wall plug is exposed. This, the backing of this outside tap should be flush to the brickwork, and we can see that there's about a 10 to 12 millimeter gap, so that needs moving back towards the brickwork. Easy fix, to be honest.
Let's install this outside tap. Look at this. How could you be happy with that? That's ridiculous. In this garden, look at this. They haven't made the slab the right size,
so they need to lift up that shed, move it out the way, make the slab bigger, and put the shed back down.
It's overhanging it. Great job, guys. In the loft, the toenail sprinklers are at it again.
God's
They've left
sakes.
the test bung in the SV.
So
That means that this loft has probably not been properly checked.
So yeah, this tells me that the loft wasn't properly checked prior to handover. So we've got a test bung left in the SVP. They do this when they're doing the pressure test. So what that will cause issues with the pipework and the drainage throughout the property. So because there's no Durgo valve on the top of the SVP and it's not connected to a vented tile, it will not allow air to circulate properly through the pipework, causing like a vacuum. So that needs to be removed. A Durgo valve needs to be installed, or they need to connect it to a vented tile. And it's absolutely shocking that that's been left, and you know, the site manager should be checking just before handover throughout the property that everything's correct. This clearly isn't, and I saw it straight away when I went in the loft. Shocking.
That means that this loft has probably not been properly checked. This oven is completely loose, so you can take it to work.
So that oven, it's got two or four fixings either side, and they need to be installed to stop that oven from moving. Imagine the oven was on and you've got some children that are messing around with the oven, and they pull the oven out and it falls out and they get covered. You know, it's dangerous, right? We can't be having ovens completely loose. That should have been checked. And easy fix though, easy fix.
With you, this French door is cracked here and it's also cracked there.
So to fix this, I'd like them to replace the door ideally. They might go with a professional repair, but how good is that going to be? How long is that going to last? Who knows? But I would like them to replace the door, seeing that it's both sides as well.
And look at this. What's this? God, you can tell there's a recession on. They can't afford to buy the glass for the light bulbs.
Well, they just need to put a new light bulb in, don't they? Yeah, I don't know what that was about, but yeah, maybe they're trying to save energy, right? Okay guys, well that's all we got time for today. If you enjoyed the video and you found that helpful, please like the video, leave us a comment, tell me what you thought about the video. And also, if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe and hit that bell notification button, so then when I do post, you will know about it and you'll be notified. So yeah, until next time, I'll see you later. Peace.